There's this concept called Zeitgeist. It's from the German word Zeit, which means time, and Geist, which means spirit. I had the privilege of studying German in high school and college, and I never really got fluent with it, but I learned some of the basics and forgot them long ago. But Zeitgeist means the spirit of the age, the spirit of the times, if you will, in German. And the idea behind it, I believe it was Nietzsche. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. It's been a while since I've studied it. The idea of Zeitgeist is that the standards, the community standards are in flux. They change over time. We can see this from a historian's point of view, where the standards of ethics, the standards of conduct in pre-Christian Rome are quite different from, say, the Victorian age in London, in England, under the Queen Elizabeth and Queen Victoria, the Tudor dynasty, and standards change. That's obvious. The theory of the Zeitgeist is quite true, that social standards change, cultural standards change. I mean, here in America, we have changed our standards much over time, from the temperance movement, which really sought and succeeded in banning alcohol consumption, and then you have the Roaring 20s, where, well, everybody was drinking alcohol, so might as well do it. You had the Dred Scott decision, I believe it was in 1893. No, it was before the Civil War. Couldn't have been 1893. Maybe 1853. For some reason, I've got the number 3 in there. I believe that's right. Obviously, you can't hold me to it. It's been a while since I've studied these things, but you got the Dred Scott decision, which declared that the black man cannot be bound to rules and privileges which every white man has by nature. And then you have all the remarkable progress to the point where today we have an African American president. Well, there's remarkable progress in some ways in American culture. There's remarkable degradation from biblical standards in other ways. With the 1960s, you have the sexual revolution, you have the cultural revolution, you've got the counterculture, which has now become mainstream culture. You have the devolution of our society's standards by biblical standards, to the point where every TV show has a lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender individual, and you can't have a popular show without having a couple gay characters. The zeitgeist changes, and the zeitgeist is always going to change. The standards by which God will judge the world does not change. The standards by which God will judge mankind have been revealed in the Bible, and they're just as true 2,000 years ago as they are today, and they'll be true for all eternity. In Psalm 119, it says, "Thy word, O Lord, stands forever in heaven." God's word, His standards, His authority, His power is going to stand forever, and the zeitgeist will change. The zeitgeist always must change, because mankind apart from God, like a blind man leading the blind in a crowded room, always trying to find their way around, never knowing what they're even trying to do. But when the Christian reads the Bible and prays, he gets, or she gets, illumination, which enables the Christian to find the truth and to find the way that we are supposed to live, ways that will matter for all eternity.